Daniel is Britons, Yo is Aztecs. It is Arabia ranked. So here we go. Daniel says, check. Yo says, dad gong. I don't know what any of this means. Daniel with some Chinese, I assume. You are sniping me. Does that mean no? I don't know. Don't know what any of this means. Wow, okay. Some serious smack talk going here. I don't like the look of this one. It's like, it's very aggressive. It's almost like a 7, like it doesn't say much. It's like a very short word. Could be like a bad word. I don't like this last one. See this one here? See what I mean? Daniel talking smack. And this 2 dancing cactus men at the end. Yeah, no. Ah, Velez. Were you sniping me against Velez? He means watching, maybe? I don't know. It was I who was sniping you, Yo, and you will never find out. Okay, I'm going to talk about the... Well, this is the most important thing that can be happening now, this smack talk. Again, Daniel with this dodgy looking 7. Don't like it. It's not good sportsmanship. I have to be honest. Alright. On to the match. Right, Yo is Aztecs, which are always banned on Arena in tournaments, which means they are very, very good. He's gone 3 on wood and now is going for food, which suggests he's going to open with, I would say, scouts, but they don't get scouts, so maybe he's going to go full eagles, or just going for some fast thing. Daniel is in red as the Britons, which, as we all know, is an archer civ. One of the stronger archer civs. As T90 always says, they're very hard to push with and very hard to push. But let's see how we get on. I think that Yo is going to win. I think it's a better civ. Eagles counter archers if they have enough numbers. But Britons get champion, right? If they don't get champion, they at least get champion. So they have a counter for the Eagles. It's obviously not what you want to go into, but if the Briton player gets enough of a lead into Castle Age, he has the cheaper TCs. If he gets a big enough ball of crossbows and can apply pressure on Yo, then it could be good. It could be good, but we don't know. We're gonna have to see how it goes. Thing that I really, well, I used to play mines a lot, and I'd always follow the same formula. It would be like, I'd try to open archers, and if I was playing against an archer civ, a lot of the time I'd be losing because I wasn't very good. It was usually against Britons or Ethiopians. So at some stage I'd just give up on archers, usually on the transition between feudal to Castle Age when I realised I was behind and I'd taken terrible trades with the archers. And I would say, okay, I'm just going full eagles. And I'd say 70% of the time, all in eagles in that situation won the game. So, yeah. Eagles, if you get enough of them upgraded in Castle Age, you can take really good fights against crossbow. And they obviously scale much better. They're a very gold heavy unit, but like at that stage in the game, you still have control of all your resources, so it's not a big deal. You build some barracks, then you take your guys off wood, put them on gold, and just spam eagles until you have a big enough ball that you overwhelm. But that's all theoretical, and I haven't said anything actually about this game in terms of the maps. So, Yo's map, I like it. He has this forward berries. The berries are always on a hill, like you can't, like, it's like, is that a thing? That like it's the berries can only grow on hills in this game? Yo's, well, these aren't on a hill, whatever. They're close to a hill. He has main gold, backup gold, and 1 other forward gold. In terms of wood, he has this one way at the back, and he has only forward ones on this shitty pond here, which is annoying. So not what you want against Britons with the extra range. Like, you don't want just forward wood lines, and he's way too far from this one, and it's very small. to take that easily. So maybe he'll think about just being aggressive and know that he has to go forward soon, because he's just going to get into trouble against the Britons. There is a drush coming forward, a 2 militia drush from Daniel, who was walling at home. He scouted this drush, right, so he's going to try get damage. I don't think Yo knows that this is coming. Let's check Yo's. Did he scout the barracks? No, he didn't. But I think he can no, he hasn't scouted at all. He wouldn't send his villager, but okay, no, he's just going to dodge. Okay, that's fine. Just pro things. Now he sees he's being attacked at home. Is he going to react? No. He's just going to wall up at home. It's like, you know, I have more guys in my base than you have in mine, so you're the one in the bad position here, and I'm going to take the better trades. Yeah, walls in the gold. Now in feudal, going men-at-arms, he's going archers. Archers maybe just to range these guys that are now walled in. And we'll see what Daniel's doing. Daniel is going for an archer range as the Britons, which is what you would completely expect. Eagle and men-at-arms here. Not going to get in if Daniel walls correctly, which he does. But Yo taking the hill and is just going to attack this house and add 1 villager, so that is value. Not a lot, but it is value. And Yo not walling perfectly here, and forced off berries, so that's good for Daniel. The Veil here now, or no Veil, an archer here now, which will help to drive away this, but Daniel does the right thing and doesn't try and fight it. He just moves away, going to annoy some other area and try and keep the army of Yo at home. Meanwhile, 2 vills now repairing this house, so 2 idle vills. That's value again. Nice micro from Daniel, drawing the archer away, exposing it to the scout. Skirm coming out. Skirm doesn't help in this situation at all. Wow. Let's see how we dodged that. Wow, that's crazy. Didn't take any damage with the scout from the TC. And now a skirm and a very weak archer trying to defend from this. Meanwhile, 2 archers from Daniel will deal with this very well. This is amazing play from Daniel. The eagle out here just gowling around. Yeah, the Briton player committing into archers, and Yo at home will defend with skirms. I guess he went into skirms because he knows that the archers are coming already on this side. And now we'll be able to... I don't think he should have been able to push this back. I think Daniel could have stayed around there. It's like, what's he going to do? Kill the eagle with this? He's coming forward now. He thinks he doesn't need to worry about these men-at-arms. He's fully walled, so that's good play. Oh, okay. This scout has 1 HP and maybe should be sent to scout, because he's just going to go down instantly here, so he gets more value of putting him on auto scout. Okay, he's going to hang him around and the skirms will get him probably. Nope, skirms just hop in, take out the scout, get a shot on the archers, but not before losing a lot of HP. The militia are still getting value. Men-at-arms still getting value in exchange for idle time here, and he's moving around. They're on stand ground, so he hasn't attacked yet, but they should be on stand ground, so it's good play. But it's very micro heavy out here. Yo taking better trades against the archers with the skirms, and he has his archer following up behind, taking out the militia. Meanwhile, they started attacking here, again forcing idle time, but Daniel reacts, so it's super good. Down here, there are 2 archers coming in from Daniel, so this is nice. You'll be able to sit on this wood line again. Yo having kind of crappy wood lines, they're all forward. Wallable, I would say, but it's just not going that way. Daniel coming with this archer. I don't like this because he's bringing this archer. He's going to join up with these guys, I guess, but he's also going to bring the skirm that way. Okay, Yo cleaning all of this up. Shouldn't get very much damage with these guys. Going to try and... Is there any weak guys here? No. So probably scan for weak fills. Didn't see any weak ones. Has fletching. Is going to pick off a vill. Great. So good work there. Did these guys ever get in? No. And Daniel just sends 2 archers to deal with those, takes out the men-at-arms. So just amazing play by both of them, like defending at home, with a minimal amount to defend successfully, and then attacking with everything else. It's just really good. But Yo, after cleaning up those archers, will now come forward, and you should be able to get some damage on these woodlines. As a counter to this, Daniel is making a scout and an archer. The scout, I think, should do okay. If they can get the archers down first, then obviously they counter the skirms. Oh, it was open. I don't think he deleted there. I think it was just open. How did that fail to get out? Alright. Archers behind here getting cleaned up by skirms, so great play by Yo. Taking the healer gets archer, so Daniel, that's not so good. Yeah, these guys are just ridiculous, like the level is just obscene. Yo getting damage here, there was a weak fill there from before, which I guess he just went straight for. Okay, now what we said about the scout, if they can get the archers down, then it's going to be in pretty good shape. But Daniel had enough archers here, I think, to clean this up with the scout. But these vills are weak. Well, this one is anyway, and Daniel pulls it away. Really nice, really, really nice. So that's fine. Should fight now. Yeah, took out the important units. Still has an archer and a scout back here, but I guess this is going to really slow Daniel's uptime, and we're just going to see if Yo is going up already. Not yet, but I think he's... Man, they're on 37 vills and in feudal age, so... Making that decision is, again, impressive. Like, it's like... For me, it's like, oh, I just have to get the castle age. Like, it doesn't matter. Under no circumstances is it better to stay in feudal. But when your opponent is staying in feudal and making army, unless you know that you can get the castle kind of safely, then you should also be prioritizing feudal army. And these guys obviously just know that automatically. Daniel, I think, has committed more into military with these scouts, which will counter the skirm. So you're maybe not expecting this. But the eco is the same. You just felt that Daniel... So maybe Daniel just doing much better in terms of getting value for what he did make. So yeah, Daniel has a score lead. And Yo can now click up. But Daniel will not be far behind. In fact, he's ahead. So, great play by Daniel. He lost some vills. So he's nice, 2 vills ahead. There's something I'm missing. Maybe just force idle time. This is great. Like, just gonna be really annoying on this woodline. He did pick off a vill on the gold earlier, but Yo got some vill picks in Daniel's space. So, yeah. Really interesting. He's getting horse collar, the gold mining upgrade. He's going to continue to make archers. He has 12 on wood, 12 on gold, 15 on food. He should be completely fine to go into crossbow with all the upgrades, and probably drop some TCs as well, which is great for archers, or great for Britons. And I think he's going to go into Castle Age with a pretty nifty lead. Yo, on the other hand, is going to make eagles. So he has his eco distributed slightly differently. He has a lot on wood because he probably wants to drop a TC or more barracks, which is what he's doing now because he's going into eagles. He has 10 on gold, 13 on food. Wants to have enough of those resources to get the armor upgrades, but also then to upgrade his eagles as soon as he hits Castle Age. Daniel will have the advantage because he already has a big ball of his army. His archers here, which he's now trading away, which I don't like. Before the upgrades, he already has kind of a nice little ball, which he's now going to upgrade immediately. Crossbow and bodkin coming in. You can see that in the top left. Yo is up, and the thing is that Yo will have to upgrade these eagles, which he's getting the upgrades now, and he's going to have to make a few of them in order to trade effectively against the archers. That's his disadvantage. His advantage is that if he does get a good trade with them, then he's way ahead because they scale so much better. You need a big ball of archers for it to be useful. You don't need to add that much more eagles to get to the tipping point where you take better trades. Yo, adding a monastery for reasons only pro players know. Okay, the eagles are upgraded. He has a monk coming out. He has this tower in defense, so that's going to be fine. He has some skirms still left over, but they're just going to get one-shotted. Oh my goodness. Does Daniel have ballistics? I don't think so. Which just makes it more impressive. Eagles coming in. I think this gets cleaned up now. So a bit faster than I was expecting. But Yo microing. Oh no, Daniel microing around here, killing the eagles, picking off everything else. But yeah. just producing crossbows out of one barracks. Now they're at a low enough number that eagles can just take them out. And we're going. Oh, he's producing out of two archer ranges now, but the Britain archer ranges work faster. So now that Yo has cleaned that up, he knows that he can now snowball to a bit of a victory. Daniel probably wished that these guys were here. He's probably wishing that he hadn't dived here. Yeah, so now Yo counters the rest of these skirmishers. They'll get cleaned up. Daniel, now what's he thinking? Is he thinking, do I just keep making crossbow and try and just get to a big enough ball that I can take out any amount of eagles? Or does he say, I need to mix in some infantry to try and help with this? Zico is the best. Has he dropped those TCs? He's dropped one. He's dropped one. So he's on 2 TCs now. Yo is just on 1 TC. Still producing out of it. Let's go back to his point of view. Yep. Pumping eagles out of 2 barracks and keeping 1 TC going. He had to make this tower, which is why he probably can't drop a TC. He's going to stone to get the resources to click up for that. We're going to click up to make another TC, and will be able to keep his eagle production going. Now he's doing the right thing, trying to break in at a few different spots, but also it forces the army of Daniel to come back home, or at least it puts it in Daniel's head that I should come home. But Daniel has already been able to mass 20 crossbow, which counters this amount of eagles. And now because Daniel, oh no, Daniel's coming home, right. And Daniel's on 3 TCs. Wow, okay, I didn't see that. This one must have just come up. And are the eagles going to run directly into the crossbow? Yes. Daniel getting closer because he doesn't have ballistics. Yo now pumping eagles out of 3 barracks. Eagles take a bit longer to create than most other units, so it takes a while to mass them. Now Yo has the stone, so he is building a town center on the gold, which makes sense. He's prioritizing eagle production. Building another barrack, so he's just trying to get a big snowball of eagles, which are created faster with Aztec, so it counteracts that fact that the eagles take a bit longer to mass. Throwing away eagles here, and this is what I mean. Yo had the advantage of being faster moving, right? But Daniel is completely walled and has done a great job of walling behind when he has to. This means that you kind of it's very hard to do. Okay. This means that, as we see a siege workshop come up for Daniel, this means that Daniel can maybe dictate the way the game goes, but I think Yo just has too many eagles for Daniel to do anything useful with the crossbow. It's just crazy how strong these eagles are, and this is well, yeah. Daniel should get up on this hill. He will take out all the eagles, but a few crossbows were lost there, and now he has this siege forward. So maybe Yo was just buying time, right, with that switch. Yo, I think, can drop another TC. He's gone to that back wood, which is very safe. I think he should drop another TC now, because he's floating resources into queuing too many vills than what he needs. And Daniel is going to go for siege defense, and he's dropping university to get ballistics. So we'll see 1 mangonel coming out. He's getting arson for the eagles, which will help him to break in. Again, he has eagles running around here. Again, the advantage is that if he breaks in or it looks like he's overwhelming a position, it takes up some time for the crossbows to come this way. But Daniel's just so good, he just sees what's happening immediately, walls behind, has a TC there. He was lucky that the gold was there, really. And the eagles really should not get in. Meanwhile, oh, that's a big shot. Oh. Okay, so that's, I would say, worth it for 1 mangonel. Usually you wouldn't see a pro player take any damage against just 1 mangonel. They can pretty much micro against it. But what Yo did was very smart, right? He attacked with eagles, forced APM basically out of Daniel, so he had less APM to spend up here, where his army was. So Yo just getting a really nice trade there. Basically, oh, I'm going to not get in, but I'm going to get a great shot with your mangonel against your archers with my mangonel. So that's good. I mean, I would take that trade. So what does Yo have coming? Look at this production, just ridiculous. They're not any cheaper, they just produce faster. So you can mass them faster, but they don't. Does he have relics? Because relics get more. He has 2 relics. Okay, so that's helping with the production. And he's back up here trying to get in. Daniel doing a great job holding. But yeah, what is in this siege workshop for Daniel? The problem for Daniel is that oh, his siege just gets sniped by the eagles. And now Yo is sitting on this hill, which is fantastic, knocking on the door of this TC. And Daniel is just in such a tough spot to try and take an effective trade here. Because the eagles alone could take out everything. Plus the mangonels on a hill, like one bad shot and he loses this whole army. So it's just like so precarious. At the same time, Yo is just knocking on the door everywhere. Distracting, forcing reactions. If he gets in here, if this gets open, like it's also game over. So he's running in here. Daniel just massing 42 crossbow, 24 eagles, plus the mangonels. I think. Is that Yo? No, Daniel almost in Castle Age, so maybe he's waiting for the herbs and to get his upgrades for more range. Yo, nowhere close, so Yo is kind of all in. Sees Daniel is an imp, and now he probably thinks, I need to make something happen now. Great defense by Daniel. 1 crossbow behind defending, perfect. Eagles up here doing nothing. Oh, is that open? Yes, I think it is. No, it's not. Man. Playing with fire, but playing correctly, I would say, is Daniel. Now he has the arbalest. Now he's sniping the siege, and Yo, I think, has missed his window. Big production here. Yeah, had an arbalest patrolling behind. Big shot. Let's see. No. Takes out 1. Right. So now what's gonna happen? Daniel obviously with a huge lead, defended from that pressure. Maybe Yo should have dived against the crossbows earlier. Before they got upgraded, and just like risked it then, because I don't know how he's gonna come back from this. What Yo can do is just try to keep him at home, try to keep Daniel at home, but I don't think Daniel's really gonna fall for that. He has so many arbalests. Getting chemistry, I think he has all the upgrades besides maybe doesn't have bracer yet. Has bracer. Okay, now the eagles can run into the eco. How has Yo responded at home? Almost up to imp. But the arbalest are here. So he's moving his eco. And he's trying to do some damage at home. And he's doing some damage. Does he have the armor upgrades? Yes, he does. But still, the eagles feel like they're... Oh my goodness. And these eagles that were just hanging out. No, attack here, attack here. No, 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 no. Turn around, turn around. Okay, a lot of those are going to go down here for Daniel. He fell apart at his weakest spot, and we'll lose a good few vills there. In terms of vills, Daniel still has more, but not for long. The Arbalest are going to try to take out a TC, while Yo hits imp and will not have enough food for fantastic production. What's he doing out here? Taking wood. He's probably... No, finished all that wood. But killing lots of vills here. Daniel's still way, way ahead, so he should keep going. Oh, he's just taking out TCs with the ARBs. So he's just like, yeah, whatever. You're not going to be able to do as much damage at home as I will be able to do in your base. I have the text. Oh, that was the MTC. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize that. Okay, this is over. Did he switch to this one? Which TC did he switch to for imp? What? I'm completely blind. Where's this TC? This one. Oh my goodness. And Ville's just running away, like. And these are still just Eagle Warriors, not elite, not upgraded, no. What does T90 know about anything? Like saying Britons are hard to push with. You just walk into the base with Arbalest and take out TCs. It's quite simple, really. Man. This is so over. Like. Unless Yo just wants to build up for one more big fight to try and take out the Arbalest. That's one thing Daniel has done, is split up his Arbalest, which is not ideal. So maybe Yo just... but look at the numbers. Nabil's just sitting here, like, hiding. What's the build count? 64 for Yo. No. Unless he thinks he can get one last big good trade here. But they're not upgraded. Daniel's being so smart and going for the TCs, like, finally up to Imp. I was very stupid there for saying, oh, why hasn't Yo got the upgrades? Because he wasn't an Imp. There you go. Shows what I know. No, is he gonna wait? I think he should wait. Yeah, wait for Elite and for your armor to come in. Don't split up your units. Or maybe he just wants to say, oh look, I don't have that many, you can, you know, split your army up too. But I think, yeah, it needs to stop this from happening. Has the upgrades. And he's going to take 2 separate fights and ask Daniel the question of, can you micro? He can't. He can't micro both of them. And Arbalest going down. Takes good trades here, but trades here... It's great for Daniel, but I don't think he'll probably get all of them, right? One eagle running around, just having some fun. And yeah, these Arbalest going down also. So let's look at the military count. Daniel has 40, Yo is 18, so that's pretty good for Yo, considering how strong that army is. He's getting his food back up and running. Cleared the eagles out of his base, and now is probably in a position to defend. And I'm just wondering whether Daniel is just going to go full... What? 50 idols. Right, so Daniel just thinks he's won and has just stopped playing. Did he disconnect? No, he didn't. He's still moving around. Eagles are raiding. Put 0 on gold. Idle here. What? 42 vills left for Yo. I mean, vills going down here, but so many idols. Maybe he just thinks it's over. I don't know. Let's see. Daniel, how many idols? 46, 47 idols. $48 idols. This is concerning. I mean, it should be over, but if he's not using his eco, like, he could be like 3 bad fights away from maybe being in a bad position. Is Arbalest getting hunted down here by the eagles? Yo hasn't stopped playing. His eco's a shambles, but he hasn't stopped playing. He has 45 eagles, or 45 villagers. Daniel, still more idle guys. I guess just focusing on taking out the eagles. He knows it's over. Yo playing on because reasons. Yeah, taking out more vills, but Daniel can just make more vills. At least it reduces the amount that are idle, so it makes that stat look a bit better. But Yo, trying to deny this TC. Is this some other tournament that I've somehow stumbled upon that people are playing on in matches when they should just resign? Daniel finally getting supplies and going for infantry. Does he have enough gold to do that now? I don't know. Is this going to be a crazy comeback? Ayla! Pooh Bear, I just saw your message now. Welcome to the stream. This has been a crazy match. I don't know if you're still listening. It's impossible for me to tell. I need to get a second screen to see what's going on. Oh, 2 viewers. That means I think it's me and you watching. Yeah, this match is ridiculous. As I get lag because I dare to check my streaming software. Yeah. We saw Imp TCs denied. We saw Arbalest raids. We're seeing more Arbalest raids now. Yo should just resign. If it wasn't you watching earlier, Pooh Bear, then it meant that there was someone else watching my stream very briefly. It was quite funny at the start of this game, like Daniel and Yo were like speaking to each other in Chinese, and Yo was like, "Oh, were you sniping me against Veles?" And it was all in Chinese except Veles, so that's what I'm assuming he said. So maybe he was like, "Oh, who was like spectating me?" And it was me. So you know, mind games. Look out. Villager's going down here at the bottom. Yeah, it's over. Like, he just needs to stop. Mr. Yo, I'm sorry. You have 27 bills. Daniel has more idle bills than you have bills. It's, okay. Eagle's taking out a TC here. I mean, if Yo comes back from this, it's absurd. And should never happen, but, I mean, he's not coming back. I mean, his bills are dying. But he has production from 1 TC. He is somehow just generating enough resources to keep spamming eagles. And Daniel stopped his eco. He had 50 idle bills at some stage. And now he's gone back to gold, but he was trying to tech into champion to counter the eagles. But he doesn't have enough gold. And Yo still has the relics. How many relics does he have? Excuse me, sorry. How many relics? He has all the relics, so I mean that's where his gold's coming from. And he gets more gold from the relics than Daniel does because of the Aztecs bonus. And it's just dropping. Like, is Daniel out of gold? Is this gonna happen? Is Daniel gonna run out of gold to upgrade to infantry and just have no counter here? Because maybe he's out of gold for Arbalest already. He's not going to be able to make more, is he? Yeah, like, what? He has 12 on gold, but I think he's going to run out of gold. Yo has enough eagles to defend his, monastery. What? Okay, so like it's, as far as I can tell, it's completely feasible for Yo to come back into this game now. Daniel has 67 villagers. It's over. Except the other way. Remember when I said it was over? I meant for Daniel. Like, Daniel surely stopped playing, so I mean, he can't say, oh, you know... But maybe he didn't. But if he did, that's a mistake. Right? So you can't say, oh, I stopped playing, so I lost. Yeah, well, like, why'd you stop playing when you're in the middle of a game against Mr. Yo? Maybe that's the question. It was such a really intense tactical opening as well. It was really nice. But now there's just castles going up on hills. Daniel doesn't have trebs to deal with it. Eagles counter everything he has. What's he building now? Barracks. But he doesn't have enough gold to upgrade his just not enough farms. Like, he's making bills. Doesn't have enough gold to get upgrades for his infantry line, so he can never counter the eagles. And Yo has infinite gold because he has the relics. He has the relics, and slowly just booming back, like 3 on wood, relics, and 13 on gold. GG. Oh my goodness. What kind of game was that? More... Yeah, they're saying stuff in Chinese. I assume it's insults. It looks like insults to me. This line, yeah, when it's like one line, you know it's bad. Holy. That's going to YouTube.